Welcome in to the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 rated sportsbook app out there. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account. Support our partners. That's supporting us. I'm Rudolph, joined by AJ Haefele and Blais Hunter, and we got the jam for y'all. Check out La Tornade in shirt form right now. Go buy, feel the vibe. Stick it to Vegas. Max Pacioretty can throw as many shoulders as he wants. Sam Girard is still coming back. You can't stop it. The spin is too strong.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All
Avalanche
night
for life.
long. After this game, I mean, look, man, if I'm Las Vegas, do you just lay down and die after this beating?
Isn't that what they just did?
It kind of felt like it. At least on the scoreboard.
I mean, the one thing that you can say about it is, you do a goaltender switch. Does that make any type of difference? I don't know if it does, though, because, watching the game, it was kind of on one side of the ice.
Well, I tell
for
you,
the first
it'll make all those pucks going in behind the goaltender look a lot more athletic as he flails about. But there really wasn't a whole lot you could put on Robin Leonard tonight.
That's true.
Except for that fourth goal, but...
Oh, I mean, totally. That's the one goal where you're looking at it and you're like, bud. The rest of those, you're like, that's a missile, that's a rocket. All right,
that's a backdoor tap in.
This is surprisingly effective Canadian warfare. What's happening here?
I think that's the scary part about this game. If you're Vegas, you're looking at this game and you're going like, oh, the Avs are kind of okay at playing hockey.
Well, and it's just a little bit different from the regular season, too. They just kind of turned it up a few notches.
Oh, that's their last game of the month, isn't it?
Yeah, June 2nd is the next
one game all month. I didn't want to talk about it. I've been thinking about it all week. But I didn't want to talk about it just in case.
Like that. I thought you guys didn't believe in any of that.
Yo, I don't like being blamed when things do happen. So I just kept it to myself. But they lost one game.
That's
the
a good
entire
call.
month.
Yeah.
I mean, undefeated in the playoffs.
They've won 10 games in a row. They're 20-0-1 in their last 21 games in Ball Arena.
Stop it. Yeah, he's standing right over there.
What?
$7-1. That is a donation for the Brazil.
Wow.
Thank you, Micah. But stop it. He paid $100 for that seat. $100 for that seat.
He's earned it.
Very much appreciated. Thank you to Micah and all of our other super chats so far. We appreciate you very much. Look, the Avs scored 7 goals, all right? You're going to deal with my sore throat voice, all right? Sorry, chat. You got to deal with it. Was this ever a hockey game? I mean, really?
Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with a dunk, or do we want to start with...
I mean, how badly do you want to dunk right now?
Well, I mean... Look, I'm white. You got to lower that rim.
Yeah. The Avs lowered it to about 6 feet in this game, I think. So,
I want to talk about the Reaves stuff.
All right. So
because
let's encapsulate all of the hits into this game, because we have a hit from Graves, we have a hit from Pacioretty, and then we have the Reaves stuff.
Yeah.
Start with Graves, because that's kind of what started all the fireworks.
Yeah, so I thought the Graves hit might have been a touch late.
I think it was late. I'm okay with it being late.
And I really don't have a strong problem. I don't have much of a problem here with it being a penalty.
Yeah, 2-minute minor's fine.
I thought 2 minutes was, if you're going to penalize it, that's fine.
It was weird that they called it. Did they call that interference?
They did.
Yeah, they called it interference, and which was, we're making this up call.
I mean, whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm on it. The rest of that hit is fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't try and hurt him. He doesn't leave his feet. He doesn't hit him in the head.
Nope.
The real problem with the hit that leads to Janmark's injury here is
his head ping-pongs off the board.
His head goes into the boards, and it's an awkward angle. It kind of facilitated him going into the and it sucks.
But
and it sucks that it happened. And you hate to see it, but outside of it being a touch late, it's not dirty. It's not suspendable. It's not. Oh my God, Ryan Reaves is the dirtiest player in the league. It's like, look, it was a pretty bang play there.
What's like the one thing you teach every single kid is don't put yourself 5 feet away from the boards because you're gonna get leveled and smashed into them.
And don't admire your pass.
That's the other.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it. Don't admire. What's he looking at?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The minute you stand up and basically get out of that, like, I'm in a combat corner right now, is like when death comes, right? Like you're taught that once you move that puck, somebody's going to be coming in to play the puck or to play you. So you got to be ready for that.
I don't like. I can understand Vegas being like, "Grr, you hit our guy," right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, Will Carrier takes 2 dumbass penalties.
Getting up in his face.
Well, and like engaging with Ryan Reaves after the whistle.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, just be like, you have to answer for your hit. Our guy left the game. He's hurt. You have to do this. Ryan Reaves understands.
Yep.
Like this is everybody's beloved code at work. Everybody understands what needs to happen here.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do it?
Yeah.
Why are you chasing him around after the fucking whistle?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Look, they had.
Like, it's a good thing that this game was lost already because at that point, nobody was giving a shit about the score, but Will Carrier is, like, chasing him around. It's like, dude.
Whatever was going to happen was
doing?
going to happen. They had an Avalanche zone face-off where Reaves and Graves line up against each other. And Reaves literally just takes him down.
Yeah,
like,
he just trips him right off the face-off. And it was like, did you guys not, did you not realize who you're lining up across from? Like,
well, they didn't even look at each other. There was
Did you
no
not have a conversation? Did you not say,
nothing?
Hey, we should punch this out like men? No? Okay, then leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah.
He literally was defenseless.
What are you doing?
Like, he was just trying to cover his face.
Well, and
we haven't even gotten to that yet.
Oh, God.
We haven't even gotten to the Pacioretty hit on Gerard yet.
Well, and let's go there.
Out of the way, yeah.
So he hits him like right in the head, and it's a shoulder, and it's like, okay, well, and G is going to be susceptible to that because he's kind of a mighty munchkin, and like that's just the reality, right?
G's short. Is it intentional? Absolutely not. Did it happen? Yes. I think I'm willing to accept all 3 of those things.
Yeah.
Well, and he went up high too. Like,
and he sees him coming.
Yep.
You see him look back, and he's like, "Great, we're going with the old reverse hit here."
Yeah.
All right. Well, and then you smoke this guy in the dome. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's this is the difference, right? Like, we saw 18 angles of Graves hit, and you can't find a clear contact to the head in any of those angles. And any angle you see Pacioretty's hit from just smokes him in the face.
There's a camera 6 inches from that action. It's the guy is on the other side of the glass. And you get to see it clearly. Like, he hits him right in the head.
And I love reverse hits, by the way. Like, I think it's a great play when you have the puck and you can get a reverse hit in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not when you go high. And especially you knew who was coming.
Well, and it's like, okay, you hit this guy in the head and somehow we're evened up.
Yeah.
And, like, I understand that that's how the officials think that they're managing a game whose intensity was constantly rising because the Avs kept pouring in goals and Vegas kept getting pissier and pissier about their own fucking incompetence. Like, okay, you guys are upset. You're getting run on national TV. This is embarrassing. I understand that you have bad feels right now, but there's a way to handle your business. And it just kept getting a little bit worse, and the officials didn't do anything about it until it was way too late.
Do we want to talk about this? Like, how is it acceptable that it got to the point that it did? Like, we'll get to the Graves factor of it, but that entire sequence of everyone on the ice essentially just going to the ground and wrestling, like, what universe, as a ref, are you doing your job?
The linesman and the refs all treating Burakovsky, who is 6 inches shorter than Nicholas Hague, like this, whatever that was. Like, Burakovsky's like, I just want to tell jokes about your girlfriend. And Hague wanted to fight him. And, like, it was obvious what was taking place.
Yeah.
Like, Burakovsky was not going to drop the gloves.
He wanted
clearly.
He doesn't want to get force-fed another man's fist. He's not a moron.
Yeah.
All right? He's not Braden Shen.
Yeah. Higgs.
Got him.
So and they just let this go on. And that seems to be.
Well, I think they were so busy trying to break everything that was going on. But yeah, they definitely left him alone.
We're seeing league wide, all the officiating has pulled way back, way more than normal, because everybody's like, wow, this looks like 1995 out here. They're getting away with everything, and it's all under the guise of like, oh, let the players decide things. All right, well, tonight the players decided that they wanted to hurt each other.
Wow.
That's not the game anymore. It's no longer hockey.
Well, Landeskog after the game said that Reaves, he's on a mission to go out there and hurt someone in the third. That's
Look,
what he does.
We're about to get there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I'm just saying, though, exactly. He went out there. They went out there to hurt people.
Look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. What Ryan Reaves did to Ryan Graves is bullshit. It's unacceptable. You cannot have that in the sport of hockey, and it should be suspended indefinitely. That is garbage.
Nazem Kadri gets 8 games, and like we're all like, look, that's heavy-handed. We all agreed it was a dirty hit. It was a suspendable hit. It was an easy call.
At least it was a effed up hockey play, though,
But look
right?
at right. It was within the context of the game.
Look at Reeves' last few games too, like against the Minnesota Wild. Going.
Yeah, well, the cross-check on Suter, everybody
Yeah.
was upset about. Look, totally get it. It's an ugly and predatory and dangerous hit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Ryan Reaves did something predatory? Wow. This is my fucking shocked face.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And then tonight, like, he starts off the entire sequence by cross-checking Grubauer in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's
All
how
right.
that whole thing started, didn't
Well,
it?
great. Like, now you're an asshole on one foot. And then he goes with the whole Graves sequence, which wasn't... I really... Like, there's nothing really that bad about it until Graves is on the ice.
I had zero problem with them going to the ice.
The rest of that, all of the leading up to that is typical, like, hockey scrum
Yeah,
stuff.
you're fine.
Like,
Yeah.
Grown men are wrestling here, okay?
There's no problem with fighting for position in front of the net. It happens on every single play imaginable in the playoffs.
and then when you touch the goaltender, especially when you cross-check it in the back of the helmet like that,
they're going to come at you.
like, okay, you're going to draw some ire, which is exactly what Landy is talking about. He's either trying to hurt Grubauer or he's trying to incite an incident in which he gets to be the biggest man on the ice, and he tries to hurt whoever is ballsy enough to take him on.
He incited the incident. They go to the ground, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there is zero excuse for going directly after a player's head on the ice.
Yeah.
You can never do that. That is never an acceptable
He's
answer.
fucking face down on the ice, and what is going through your head, you fucking psycho? What are you thinking? I'm gonna lean on his head. Let me just mash it into the ice a little bit more. Why don't you call Todd Bertuzzi up and see how that worked out? What the fuck are you thinking?
I think
it's insane.
The Braden Shen Landeskog incident is a perfect example of what you do.
Yep.
Landeskog and Braden Shen get into it. Landeskog whips his ass. He goes to the ground. And what does Landy do? He holds his fist up in the air and does not throw it when Braden Shen is on the ice.
But that wasn't even a punch. Like, he went down with his knee. Like,
he put his knee into his face. He put his hand into his face. He put his entire body weight into his face. It's disgusting, honestly.
Yeah.
No, like straight up, like, this isn't just like, oh, you should be suspended. Like, dude, you need to talk to somebody. You have an anger problem, okay? Like, you need to have a conversation with somebody where you can unpack all of the bullshit that leads up to you thinking, let me just mash this guy's face into the ice. Oh, well, we're losing, so this is perfectly acceptable behavior, because every hockey team that I've ever played on my entire life has taught me that that is a thing that I am useful for. So let me go ahead and do that. It's all of the bad things about hockey all wrapped up into one nice little segment that you can point to and be like, great. We've all failed this person, and now this person is totally unhinged and hurting people. Yep. Great. This is no longer this is not part of what makes
beyond hockey.
Yeah, this is not part of what makes hockey amazing. Yep. This is not part of what makes the sport so easy to love and so much fun. It is all of the bad shit that you want taken out of the game. He's a fucking psycho, and he shouldn't be allowed in the league, and any team that ever gives him another paycheck is clearly endorsing that bullshit, and they shouldn't be allowed to do it. They shouldn't be allowed to do it. Any owner that gives a shit about their team's image or their reputation should fire their GM for trying to give that guy any kind of money ever again. Any subsequent contract for him, any dollar that he ever gets paid for being an NHL player is an embarrassment to the NHL.
Couldn't have said it better, honestly.
And that's my piece. Fuck that dude.
Sweet. Let's get back to the good parts of this game.
We will get back to the good parts in a second. I believe we have roughly 1 million super chats
Yes, we do.
to get to at the moment. So let's hit a couple of those here.
Okay, so
Just 1 million. Let's go.
It's really hot up here.
It is
It
a
is
little
hot.
toasty, yeah.
will someone go get a fan from downstairs?
Avs playing the hits tonight. Rantanen and Sickback, oh my
Whoa.
God.
Rantanen's
Perfect
goal
passing
was
PK.
amazing.
Mac blowing by the defense. Val losing the puck to create a goal. Yeah.
The Nichushkin losing a puck to create a goal.
Quintessential.
We were talking about it up here. It is the Nichushkin-iest Nichushkin thing to ever Nichushkin.
Can we have a setup for like goals off of different body parts? Do we
Oh,
need
yeah.
do we
Oh,
need
we
a
do.
passes
Just-
off of
just
body parts?
Goals created
We should just cut a hole out of the
from
stick.
nonsense.
Couldn't have
Okay.
said it better myself. We'll go through all the goals in a little bit. We're getting through some super chats.
That's
here
going to
first.
take like 45
Yeah,
to
it's
an
gonna
hour.
be a pod.
The super chats keep coming in.
Oh, no,
Busy
not
night.
that.
Yeah, the worst thing imaginable.
All right. Here's another one.
Super chat, let's go. The Vegas team doesn't belong on the ice with the Avs team. They certainly didn't tonight.
Yo, look, tonight we'll definitely get to this at some point. But look, when Colorado brings the A+
Ain't
game,
nobody can hang.
the only other team that would be able to hang would be Team Canada, and that's that's partially because
like- and
and they're
multiple
missing quite a
Six
few
dudes
players
on
in
Colorado or
multiple
on
of
Team
those guys are in Colorado's lineup. So yeah, no, there isn't an NHL team, including Tampa Bay, that when Colorado brings the A game.
Hey, Team Canada's missing out on the Avs right now in the IIHF. They're not doing so hot.
Yeah, well, it shows.
Dude, the IIHF. The
Okay.
IIHF this year is kind of crazy.
It's been bananas.
Sweden is the 8th seed
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
division right now.
Latvia beats Canada.
Yeah. Canada can't score. And it's like, what's happening?
Wildness. Dude,
Yeah.
are we playing and then I got high in the bar right now?
D-line probably put this one in.
Probably. All right.
Okay, so-
Reeves should never play again. I mean, certainly not in this series.
Yeah, I agreed with that.
Haig when he saw McKinnon.
I don't.
Oh, boy.
I don't think Haig's smart enough to think. Oh boy.
Dude, Haig didn't even know he was beat until that puck was in the net.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man,
I
that was
think
unreal.
those rocks that he has upstairs were just sitting there.
looks like early the Avs attacked the Vegas PK the way Sinbin said they should. Dude, the bumper play on the
Oh,
the
yeah,
power
no,
play
we-
was insane.
we were collectively losing our shit before the goal. You can tell we're a bunch of hockey dorks.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting up here losing our minds like they scored, and then they scored. We're like, well, it was only right.
Much love
Yeah,
to the
it was
DNVR
nuts.
fam and Avs fans. Let's go. All hail Kale, and this is the end for Vegas. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that shirt is fire.
Okay.
Yeah, the shirt is dope.
It is sick.
You
All
had a
valid
few
points.
super chats that are saying next drink for AJ on them.
Dope.
I'm like, we need some shots up here. I'm just saying.
Let's bank those for a day where I'm actually drinking.
There you go.
We got Dallas
Oh, you
here.
gotta do
He
winner
gave
shots,
another
though.
one.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do that, but I'm.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll save them up for a series victory, perhaps, would get us somewhere.
We got Josh.
Super chat. Utter annihilation of the Knights can go kick rocks, certainly after tonight. Ryan Reaves is the bin juice of the Vegas dumpster trash organization. All right.
That is very specific.
That is
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh, super sticker.
Oh.
Pair character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face.
I love that it's just
Actually-
like the definition of it
Can we
every
just
time.
get more super stickers?
Yeah, if they're all going to be like that
I just
description,
want to read the description.
that's amazing.
Let me see
We
if I
should
can.
like get them so we could paste them onto the.
Wait, I'm trying to find it. See if I can find it.
Good
Nope, I
luck.
can't.
Good luck.
Okay.
I hope that that was the Avs' rusty performance.
Let's be real. It's not getting better. From here.
There's no hope for that. Victory shots and Reaves should be suspended for that. I love the crowd. We got
have
a
a
crowd.
live
I didn't
audience
realize we had
today.
people back here.
There's a handful of people hanging out for
Yes.
sure.
So I can only see over there.
He
There's
sees
too many
bright
lights over
lights,
there. I
and
can't
that's
see
it.
any of that.
According to the rulebook, he is suspended right now. Just not how long. I mean,
Well, yeah, you got a match penalty.
my
We know how this works.
My cynicism is he'll get the match penalty and maybe another game. My internal emotions are ban that dude.
Well, I have no expectations. That he's been enabled his entire life. I think that they will probably just continue to do it. And let's be real, even if he does get suspended, they're probably better off not playing him because he's a fucking terrible hockey player. He tried to handle a puck once in this game and it just bounced away because he is a terrible hockey player.
If you ISO him, he is not good. He is there for one thing.
Yeah, well, and he knows this too.
Yeah.
Like he looks at he gets the puck and they're like, "Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, this is not what I'm doing here."
Two ridiculous super chats
Yes,
here,
thank
$99
you.
a piece. I mean,
Wow.
2, so that's incredible.
Incredibly generous people out here tonight.
Okay, we got another super chat, but I actually have that one pulled up.
Pair character lying on the side, raising his arm while saying, "How's it going?" I can't even see that.
blurry.
Yeah.
I'm trying. No, I don't think there's a...
Hey, what up, pair?
Kale McCarr in 2 hours.
Okay, and then we have one more.
Hour and 30 minutes now.
One more for now. If you guys send any more super chats, we'll get to it before the next break.
All right, Vegas is such BS that the one goal they did get shouldn't have counted because of blatant interference.
It's true. It's true. The blatant interference on Sam Girard in front of the net, and then it was like, "Oh wow, that guy's wide open. How the fuck did that happen?" Oh, I see.
I like how
I see.
I liked how NBC announced it too. They're like, he's just wide open in front of the net. It's like, yeah, did you see the sequence before that? Why he was wide open?
They were obsessed with Burakovsky hitting himself in the face with his stick.
Yeah, not
And-
a penalty at all.
And then they ignore the Girard thing, and they were like, "Oh, well, I guess that might have been a little bit of interference on Girard." And I was like, "You can say it. It's okay. I know this is gonna hurt your little tummers, but you can say it. It's allowed."
I'm gonna be honest though. Like, I don't envy NBC's job tonight. Like, this game was over 20 minutes through, and
good.
they had to try and make relevant conversation about one of these teams,
Yeah, there was. So when you go into the third period,
and it's 6-1.
yeah, and it's 6-1, you can tell that they were like, one of these teams has done some stuff. Allie, do you have this picture?
I sent it to you. Check your Slack for me. Oh, I can't send it to Kales from here.
Well, anyway, you can definitely tell
Yeah.
that they were in trouble.
They were digging a little deep.
Yeah.
National media, because they have to like balance it out,
Yeah, well,
right?
they
And
have
it's
to-
like, what are you gonna say
Yeah,
about
and,
Vegas
well,
tonight?
instead of showing us a scoreboard with like, oh, here's Colorado's top line with like 400 points tonight.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, they were like, oh, well, here at the start of the third period, here's Nathan McKinnon has absolutely dominated this game, and the guy that is being paid just under $9 million per season to stop him from scoring 3 points in a game. Well, he's playing in his 100th game in the postseason. It was very much like, hey, there's a team that did a thing, and then here's a team that had things happen to them a lot.
Good hockey player, also good hockey player, but certainly wasn't good tonight.
Petrangelo?
Yeah.
Did you even notice
Not maybe
anything?
one.
Anything good?
I noticed a man who probably said, "Oh boy," as he watched Nick Hague get dumpstered. But
Yeah, I mean, he was probably just like, oh, jeez.
I've been there, man. Been there.
Yeah.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain, man.
If
they have
you're
a counseling session
Oh,
afterwards.
geez.
if you're Bill Foley, are you like calling up Kelly McCrimmon like, what exactly is that money going towards? Wasn't it going towards preventing this from happening?
All right.
I don't think there is a thing to prevent that.
So-
Well, and it's like, how is it that they just embarrassed the Blues, and then it's like, okay, well, we roll it. Oh, such a good matchup, up and down the lineup. This is, oh yeah, and then it was like, okay, well, take what they did to the Blues and then double it. Like Braden Shen probably watched this game and was having PTSD.
Oof. I mean, all right, let's start going through the goals here a little bit chronologically.
Okay, I mean, I guess we have all night
Because
it is a holiday weekend.
I mean, look, babe, I'm looking forward to the Finnish child you birth based on that backhand. Because, oh my God, like,
is there anything Robin Leonard can do on that?
I mean, look, in a perfect universe, you seal the post, right?
Yeah.
But that thing goes bar and in.
They're-
bar in.
Look, there are two guys in the NHL who have backhands that can do
hit
that.
Mikko and Crosby.
Yeah.
Then that's end of list.
So, on one hand, you're like, oh, well, you don't expect that to happen. On the other hand, you gotta know who you're playing to.
I actually think he thought that he was passing it across, so that's why he let off the post just enough.
You
for
thought
that
he was
puck.
cheating just
Yeah.
because he was gonna. And
Well,
Mikko
because
was like,
he's on his backhand, right? Like, and he's not close. It's not like he's like trying to go
Yeah.
upstairs from it. He's outside, like by the face-off dot.
Who approved that king of the game? Is that accurate? Okay, good. Just checking.
We do have to do a king of the game though.
It's the
Requirement.
guy who wears number 8.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, Mac almost got a hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, pretty much right off the bat, I mean, do we expect any less? Mikko had 8 days off, and it's like, of course he shows out.
I like how you thought that would actually cover your mic and people wouldn't be able to hear you.
I had to at least pretend to try.
Who approved of that? Everyone could still hear you.
That's fine. As long as it looks like I'm trying, we're good. It doesn't matter. So, look, great start, and the Avs kind of never looked back in this hockey game.
The picture's hot.
Wow.
Good show.
Oh, my God. All right. So, like, images of what Cale Makar is going to do later tonight.
Hey,
Got it.
hey.
We're down to like an hour and 15 minutes now.
You
That countdown is definitely on.
you promised that
Till
that
he
would
says
say
on guard and unsheathed.
not on the post game.
All I said is that I wouldn't swear, and I have not yet sweared on this show.
I have. I have a bunch.
No, what did I say? Ah, damn, you're right.
I'm shooting 100 over here. Let's go.
Blais, carry the team.
That's right.
I believe in you.
I mean, I'm just, I'm a good kid.
Minnesota boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Trying to be decent.
Lunch Pail Warrior.
You-
Yeah, that's
you're-
right.
Are you? Is Minnesota like that Midwestern? Like you have to ask 3 times, and if they say no 3 times, that's only when it counts, kind of thing.
Excuse me,
All right, no,
what?
I guess that's.
Oh, wow.
That sounds very
I
bad.
wasn't ready for that one.
All right.
That's no, Rudo.
Yo, honest to God, no. Ask Mrs.
that
Rudo.
sounds so
It's
bad.
not. No, this is like you're at the dinner table and
Holy
you ask someone if
shit.
you want mashed potatoes, and then you have to ask them 3 times
Okay,
until they'll
do
say
you understand how that people might not be
Oh,
thinking
see,
of
I
mashed potatoes
was in a different
in that
universe
moment
here.
when you say something like that? People didn't think mashed potatoes.
I see the issue. I see the problem.
Jesus.
It's a perfect time to bring up the Lawnmower 4.0.
So, chat, y'all are lucky there are no reads tonight. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Yes, I will take. Sorry,
Goal,
I'm trying to make
we'll
a
get
king
to
of the
your
game.
super chats. I promise.
We're on goal 1 still.
Goal
by the way.
number 2. Goal number 2. Is Cale Makar just better than everyone else in the playoffs?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
what?
He's pretty good.
He's okay at hockey.
His vision is just all right. All right.
What do you like?
He says he's wide open, people.
What do you even say if you're Vegas and it's like, yep, Cale Makar did stuff tonight?
Yeah, well, you maybe try and prevent that guy from getting wide open back door. I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what Nicholas Waugh's doing, but it wasn't defense. It was a whole lot of spectating, which it's kind of par for the course for Waugh most of the time, but you know.
Yeah, well.
Do we want a teeny crown or a massive crown? With your inappropriateness, I assume a massive crown.
Like the biggest crown that you can make.
Put it on his jorts.
No.
Oh, look at that thing. It's like, man.
That is big. Yeah. It's going to fall right over his head.
Okay, the people can't see it, so keep talking.
Soon enough, chat. You'll get to know. Soon enough. All right, so goal number 2, Cale Makar styles on everyone. Landeskog reaps the reward. The Avs are up 2-0 after the first period.
Yeah.
They strike very quickly in the third period.
That's sod.
Because Makar hits the breakout and Val Nichushkin does Val Nichushkin things.
Yeah, he creates a scoring chance, he botches a scoring chance, and accidentally creates an open net for Brandon Saad, who just puts it in.
Which, like, no lie, I turned to AJ a bit after that goal because I had no idea. Like, it's been over a week since their last series. Brandon Saad is on a 4-game goal scoring streak.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Like, dude's doing all right down there.
Yeah, he's played 5 games in the last month, and he has 4 goals. Should goals in 4 of them.
Not bad.
Yeah.
In a row, no less.
Yeah.
And they've been dirty.
I mean, look, when your top line scores 19 goals and then you still get depth scoring, it's just not very fair.
That's how you get tacos.
Stop talking about tacos, you
Tacos.
assholes.
They scored 7.
I'm so hungry.
You get tacos.
I want tacos so bad.
You can get them after the show.
I'm going to.
You're good. Next goal to make it 4-0. Does Nick Hague know where his jock is? No, it's
You dummy.
some fan went home with a souvenir. I mean, Nathan McKinnon is fast.
Yeah.
Is that the take on this goal?
Yeah. Do you remember he scored a goal like that against the Rangers last year?
Yep.
That put them up 2-0 in Shesterkin's first ever start.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
thought I
That's
remembered
right.
They lost that game.
I remember that.
And then he also did that in a game in Winnipeg, which was the Adam Warner shutout that was not an Adam Warner shutout.
Dude,
Those are the only 2 times I've ever seen him just be like,
later
I
nerd.
have caught all of the opposing team flat-footed while I am going max speed. And all I have to do is just veer a little bit to avoid all of these people.
AJ, the chat is hoping you feel better.
Thank you.
We got a lot of people just saying they hope you
One
feel
of these
better and
days.
they're worried about you.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm getting through.
Managing.
Waiting for those drugs to kick in.
Yeah, you get the good stuff.
Yeah. Took it
Nice.
right before the start of the show.
There you go.
I'm happy to go.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, one day Nathan McKinnon will not just freely get away with murdering goaltenders on his forehand, but today is not that day.
Well, and that's the thing about that goal, too, is like,
Well, the fourth goal was it was the 5-hole goal.
that was the 5-hole goal.
Oh,
This is
I totally forgot which goal was which.
I understood. I just
Yeah, all right. So one day Nathan
This is
McKinnon
what happens
won't
when you score multiple
be
goals,
able
Nate.
to like look at his girl in the 6th row
What are you saying?
and score on a goaltender anyway. Like
Yeah.
what? That when like someone run that clip back and tell me when the last time Nathan McKinnon looked at the net. Because it feels like it was at the like top of the circles, and he walks all the way in and just pinks it 5-hole. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's a soft one from Leonard.
Absolutely, Leonard should have made that save. Like no argument
Yeah.
with that. But
the chat says they love you.
Thanks. I love me too.
that's probably good.
We do have some winner shots coming.
Okay, someday we'll get there.
Dope.
All right, so now that we have our goals in order,
Yeah.
and I forgot which goal was
I mean,
which.
it's all right, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many of them. You
Dude,
can mix them up.
It's a roller coaster. all right?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what 5 is.
5 is the goal of the season, certainly the goal of the playoffs on the power play. where like the tickiest,
Dude,
tackiest,
goal of the playoffs?
toeiest.
No way.
How?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Why not?
Because that Paul Byron goal in Game 1 against Toronto exists.
Yo, it's cool. That individual effort is cool.
That's
but like,
tremendous.
Vegas might as well have not been on the ice for that power play goal.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
what more can you ask for?
It was awesome, dude.
Is that not the sexiest of sexy?
Oh, thank you, sir.
I don't know.
I thought you were just going to take it.
No, I have to drive home. All right, calm it down a little bit. Anyway, look, the Avs are up 4-0, and they opened their bag and like turned it inside out and dumped it on Robin Leonard's head.
Yeah,
Like-
Robin Leonard. At least on that goal, it's like
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what's Marc-Andre Fleury gonna do about that? what, he gonna cover the back post?
certainly not on that play. I mean,
Yeah, it's not on him. That's the defense and forwards there.
I don't know. How do you stop that? Like legitimately, I watched that play and I was
put
like,
sticks and bodies in passing lanes.
you think?
Yeah.
But
You don't get pulled apart because that's exactly what happened.
Everyone got pulled.
All of the passing with the bumper just slowly.
yeah,
they
it tore him up.
all of a sudden it was like they just expanded like a balloon. It was like boop, 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 boop.
But
Well, after all
and
those
then
goals,
somebody popped it right there at the very end.
all those goals that were scored too, they started just watching the puck. I mean, that's what it looked like. Puck
Yeah.
watching.
I mean, can you blame him?
No, that's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
I was
Yeah.
watching the Avs pass the puck tonight too.
Yeah. It's an awful spot to be in when you're playing against a team. You're like, wow, they're really good.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, like when they're on their A game, like
Yeah.
that's how you know.
Yep.
Look, this game was not close, and the Avs proved that when they play their best, it's not gonna be close.
Yeah.
Like, what could you say? Vegas was in a completely different universe than this hockey team tonight.
Yeah, so like let's be real here. Then like Colorado's not gonna smoke this whole series.
You get these games once a
But-
series at best.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's always in game 1. Like
Yeah.
you never get like the random like game 5 blowout, right? Like that's those teams usually sink their teeth.
unless
in.
you're
Well,
Arizona, I guess.
It's
But yeah,
almost
sure.
always, well, I mean, when you're getting smoked, you're getting smoked.
Yeah.
And
Well, like in a competitive series, game 1 is where all the silly stuff happens.
but you also have to think about it too. Is like Vegas played 2 nights ago.
Yeah, well, this is the perfect storm for Colorado. We were all worried about the rest. You know,
I think it does a body good.
rest versus rust, but
Yeah.
we also talked about this isn't a COVID pause.
Yeah.
They were allowed to practice at full speed
Yep.
every day.
Yo,
And knowing how they practice, it's pretty up tempo.
titanium doesn't rust, chat. That's all I'm saying.
Like Vegas had a long series. You know, that's
Yeah.
you think okay, well sure they were at home, but since the end of game 2, they go to Minnesota. All right, they play game, you know, they get 2 games on the road and then they come home. Vegas, back on the road. Game 6, back at home. Every other day they're in a different city.
Yep.
Okay, well now they're in Denver. You know, the next 2 days they're going to recharge the batteries. They're going to be much, much better on Wednesday.
And they're gonna have a
There's
little
no-
bit of time to look at
Yeah,
film.
and they're
Yep.
going to have Marc-Andre Fleury, and their coaching staff hasn't been sitting around with a week preparing in-depth game plans for how to stop you.
Yeah.
Because they were up 3-1. Colorado's coaching staff was like, okay, well,
Start planning for Vegas,
Our
yeah.
Vegas book is written. We know this already. And so they were like, Colorado was fully prepared. They've watched all the video. They've practiced to those strategies. They did all the things that they needed to do to prep for the series. Vegas did none of that, include rest.
What is happening?
So, you know, like they didn't have any time to prep for anything. They didn't have any. They didn't even have their starting goaltender. So this was, and look, when you spend $12 million on goaltenders, you should be able to put a guy in for 1 game.
To not get
Yes.
Braziled. Yeah.
But then you look at the goals against, and you're like,
Well,
It's really hard to
at worst, you're
This is
putting
the-
2 on him.
yeah, like. And when the first one that you're really putting on him is the 4th goal
Yeah.
of the game, it's like,
You go 5-0, and you're like, well, we're just gonna leave you in, bud, because it is what it is.
Yeah, well,
That was
when
the
it
talk.
got-
Like, do you take him out? Like, no, absolutely not. Just,
when it got to 4 early in the second period, it was like, that was the time.
Yeah.
If you were gonna do it, you had to do it then. And they decided that Robin Leonard was just gonna wear it.
that's right, because we were
Whatever.
talking about that because they were doing a bunch
Yep.
of replays. They're like, oh, they're gonna
Yep.
switch out the goalies. Nope.
Yeah. And they just didn't do it. And look, he had to. I think that probably answers their goalie controversy for a little while.
Yeah, I
You're
would
not
say
gonna
so.
see Leonard again. I don't think.
Well, let's see what happens in game 2.
Yeah. Well,
2 more goals to get to real quick in the second period, then we'll get to your super chats. The Avs give up 1 goal strictly to set up the Brazil. I mean, is
basically what that was for.
Yeah.
The officials had money on the Brazil.
yeah, straight up, no shutout confirmed. That's about that. Somebody lost their guy in front. I don't know who it was that lost Carlson net front, but it happened. Oh yeah, that's right, the interference stuff.
Yep.
Anyway, that happened, and then Nathan McKinnon was like, "Sup, I'm pretty good," and made it 6-1, and that was the end of the second period. So, yeah, great job. Let's get to some super chats, and then we'll take our winner shots.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they keep coming. They keep coming. Sasha says, "Congrats on something." I assume it's about my Finnish child. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, next one.
How can it be blindside if
Mark
you hit the
Strome's a
dude in the
fucking idiot.
chest? Yeah.
If he thinks that's a blindside,
Yep.
then he thinks 90% of the hits in hockey are blindside. He's
Look,
an idiot.
Are there? I haven't seen any trolls. We can't really read the chat super well.
Yeah.
I did. After I saw the super chat, I did
Blast the
one of
lasers?
trolls out. He was like, "I'm not a fan of either teams, but this is fun to like mess
I mean,
in the
look,
chat."
we say this every time in the playoffs that we get
Yeah.
here. If you're a Vegas fan and you want to have a legitimate hockey conversation, we are here for it. We are happy to talk hockey with anybody.
You got to realize we're going to have a Colorado slant, so
Oh,
we're
just
not,
a bit.
We're not catering to your ass, but
Yeah.
we're happy to have it hang out with us.
Yeah. Sorry, Cody. No Manscaped breed tonight, man.
Weekends.
I came prepared to throw something if I needed to, though.
Yeah. See, I got to pick my spots these days. Throat punches are around the corner.
All right, we have another one right
A
here.
ghost of our hippo character floats in front of the words "Game Over." What
you.
in the world is that super chat?
There's more shots.
One of those goes to Allie for sure.
I think she grabbed one.
It has milk, so I
She can't take
can't.
that.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were drinking.
Give him to that guy right behind you.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Go. Do you want it?
I'll take
Never
it.
mind.
Oh, yeah,
Give it to
yeah,
AJ. Sorry.
I'm not turning it down. I'm just
Look. I ain't gonna
I'm
let
just in-
anyone drive home unsafe. That's all.
I'm just in pain, fam. I'm not dead.
Well,
All
good
right.
thing drinking takes the pain away.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
if
We're
we have
going
two,
through
we gotta
the
take
super
one.
chats.
Like,
Okay, Jesus. You say one thing and then
Yeah,
you go
coming
to the
in. Here
other.
comes
let's
RK.
go.
Let's
Get the
go.
cheers
Let's
in.
go. Let's go. Abs.
all around, all around.
Thanks. I'm gonna stop using this arm.
Oh my God. I don't know if people on the mic heard that gulp. That's how big that shot was.
Yeah,
Tasted
what-
good, but that
you're
was like a
struggling over
massive
there?
gulp.
Dude, I'm in pain.
Who's in more pain right now? Vegas fans or AJ's ribs?
It's definitely me.
No,
They can go
jeez.
fuck themselves.
I think we had a couple super chats left.
Yes, we did. Someone said I told her Rudo wasn't drinking and passed them along to production.
What?
But he did do it.
Rubro not drinking.
I mean, look.
Yeah, someone heard the gulp. That was such a big shot that it actually heard the gulp. That I
Dude,
took.
I spilled a little bit on my shirt.
You
Like,
just
I'm
a
not
little?
gonna lie to you. But the great thing about the DNVR bar for us is like, it's nap time on this couch after this podcast ends. It's like,
All right, let's finish off with these super chats.
Something.
allegedly, Rambo Santa played in this hockey game.
I saw him.
Yo, He's probably got
I spotted
4
him.
or 5 bruises on his back to prove it. After
on that first
shift.
period?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he didn't show any fear. He went into that.
Well, he started
That's-
it.
yeah,
That's his game. Like,
Yeah, he
he's
started
all
it,
for
and
it.
then it was like he was on the other side of it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Have we done a DNA test on Mac's father? Because they had to be the Immaculate Conception. I'm just going to let that one
that's a good
lie.
comment.
Yeah, you win.
Well done, YouTube comment.
Congratulations.
Other than the 7 goals, are the Avs tough enough to win /S?
I mean, what do you think about? I know we're like ha-haing it, but what do you guys think about all this? This is 2 teams now in Game 1 that have tried to play the bully thing,
Ain't worked so good.
and the Avs smoked both games.
Yep.
A combined 11-2 in those 2 games, in which the other team blatantly went out of their way to try and do the whole we're the bully, you guys don't like physicality, grr, and
Yeah, it's really weird.
it didn't do anything.
It's really weird because it doesn't seem like it phases the Avs, and it's almost like they like to play that game a little bit.
Well, and it's kind of like they've spent 56 games with teams with the same game plan.
Yeah.
Slow them down, hit them.
Well, and
Obviously, it's been working.
I think part of what you see here in these games is the teams aren't willing to cross the line until the game's out of hand, right?
Yeah.
And
Which
if
it's not taking very long to get.
true, but if you're not willing to cross that line, Avs don't care. They're going to dumpster you on
Yeah.
the scoreboard
Yeah.
where it matters.
Well, and that power play we were talking about.
Yeah.
Look, it was 4-0, and they were pissed.
Yep. They wanted
they
more.
Were playing,
they
were
wanted
playing
more.
mad,
Yep.
and they were taking it out by turning the power play into a shooting gallery.
Yep. Turns out, scoring goals is kind of what matters in hockey.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that simple. I don't know how you feel good about this game as Vegas. That we're tough guys. Cool, you got dumpstered.
Yeah, well, I think Vegas goes, look, we were tired. We were playing our backup goaltender. They played their absolute best. They won't play this well the rest of the series.
Probably true.
Like Vegas has a litany of things that they could draw on and be like, oh, well, we'll just throw this one in the bin. But you know that deep in the back of the recess of the mind, this is filed away, that they have now twice this year absolutely housed Vegas.
The medulla oblongata is screaming in panic right now.
They have absolutely dominated them on 2 different occasions, and the reverse has yet to happen. Vegas's best game against Colorado was the last game that they played with the President's Trophy on the line, and Colorado stole that game.
Yep.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, now what do you do? All right, well, they've blown us. Their best has blown us out twice in embarrassing fashion. Our best, we still lost. What do you draw from? Where are the what do you don't have anybody you have nothing to match up one-on-one against them. Your one trick up your sleeve is, well, we're going to change goaltenders.
Has chat noticed the crown on GM Super Joe yet?
No, I haven't seen any comments about
Slackers.
Yeah.
it. We do have 2 more super chats.
Let's hit him real quick. 516.
5 wins out of 16.
Oh yeah, okay. I was reading it as May
Yep.
16th, and I was like,
I've been struggling when I see people with their profile updating 316 and 416, and I'm like, is this a Bible verse I don't know about? What's happening? What's going on
is
here?
it that far off? I mean, yeah. What if you say McKinnon 316?
Yeah. So does that mean whatever speech he gives when during the parade this year becomes McKinnon 1616?
Grant here says with Fleury and net, what's the score tonight?
Well, that's a good question.
5-1.
Yeah, there's not too many you can put on the goalie tonight. It's
There's a few he's not stopping for sure.
Yeah. He probably stops the breakaway because he's played against McKinnon a bunch.
Yeah.
sure.
And Leonard's only had a handful of starts against the Avs.
Well, and Fleury likes to come out and challenge those type of plays too.
Well, and he, McKinnon, that's the one move that he makes on breakaways.
Yeah.
He always wants to go. He'll dangle and he'll fake and he'll do whatever, but he always gets to the same place. And Fleury probably knows that, and Leonard just from an inexperience standpoint, probably not as aware.
Like, I would love to see McKinnon just pull that to his backhand and just kind of toe drag around and just slide it into the empty net, because there's all kinds of net on that side as well.
Yeah, you do that one time, and then all of a sudden the book has got question marks in it.
Yeah, well, because that's what good players do, right? They'll shoot in one spot for a few times, and all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, I'm going to change it up this time. Catch them off guard.
I mean, I don't know. I've watched players get away with the no move for years and years and years, where you literally just control or disconnect until the goalie does something.
I mean, it's a waiting game. Who's going to make the first move?
Anything is possible. Word on the street is Migo teaches pimping in the offseason with an emphasis on backhanding. Wow, that is a good comment.
Congratulations.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I might have to make a visual for that one.
Keep the pimp hand strong, I guess. I don't know. It's really pimping out here in Atlanta, I guess. I don't know.
Yo, when this show ends, let me tell you about the last time I went to Atlanta.
Oh, my God.
It was.
Oh, God.
It was
All right,
something.
we go again. We go again.
Let's go. All right.
I don't have another one.
Cheers.
But I'll cheers my
I'm not
beer.
touching all of those glasses.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
do one here.
All right,
Tinks.
there you go. For everybody.
Instant regret.
Oh, yeah, these are the ones that I called dangerous the last time I was here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the peppermint patties.
Yep.
It's like a Girl Scout cookie.
All right, let's get to our last goal of the game, and let's get to our king of the game, because oh my God, Cale
We've
Makar.
gotten so deep into this podcast, and we haven't fawned over Cale Makar at all. True.
Dude had 4 points tonight.
Yeah.
Like, casually.
He had 2 in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yep.
He had 3 on the first 3 goals of the game, and then decided that it was Brazil time on the unprecedented 9-minute power play.
We didn't even talk about that.
The rosy cheek assassin
He
strikes
finishes it off with
power play.
a perfect snipe.
All right, like, for real, chat, has anyone in chat seen a 9-minute power play before? Ever?
We were talking about it. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I thought that it was
How do you even get to 9 minutes on it?
so you get so what it was 5 minutes. It was the match penalty.
Oh, okay.
And then
so
he got two roughing minors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The old major double minor. You love to see it.
And with 11 minutes to go in the game, you get a 9-minute power play.
No, bring it back. Bring it back. Jordan is exactly correct. Cale might be scoring still.
Wait, I don't.
It's okay, Jordan. We saw it. He said Cale might be scoring still, just in a different way.
Wait, hold on. How long have we been live?
Almost an hour.
54
Yeah.
minutes.
54 minutes? All right, so he's got an hour
He's got
and
an
6
hour to
minutes.
go. Yeah.
He's got an hour and 6 minutes till it's business
I
time.
hate you all.
Heard Cale wore his business socks tonight.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. We've said this almost every other podcast for 2 years. How many ways can we say Cale Makar is special?
Yeah,
Like-
before the game started, I was like, this is going to be a Cale Makar
Yeah,
night.
straight up.
did.
And
Absolutely.
even I wasn't expecting something quite like this.
We're like, oh, it's going to be a Cale Makar night. Yeah, take the 2 points for Cale on DraftKings.
yeah.
And then the dude scores 2 points in the first 10 minutes of the
Yeah,
hockey
and you're
game.
like, all right, well, that cashed. What do I do? Betting is easy.
That easy.
I will say betting wise, I had Nathan McKinnon to score 2+ points, and of course
Cash.
got that.
Nice.
Very nice.
Eric had it too, or excuse me, D-line. Took McKinnon on
And
a goal.
I had McKinnon to score in general, which he did. Yes. And
Cashed.
then I did take the live bet that they would score over 8.5.
Ooh.
Got the 8.
Didn't cash.
Didn't cash, but it was a pretty good night.
What a universe where people are like looking at DraftKings and like, yeah, no, the Avs game could get to 8.5. That's reasonable to take.
It's a really, really good thing for Adam Fox that
Oh,
awards
no playoffs.
voting. The awards voting ended last week. Because if somebody was watching that tonight while Adam Fox's ass is sitting at home because he missed the playoffs again, I don't
Later,
know.
nerd.
I don't know how much it would have swayed anybody towards voting for Cale and the Norris. But you have to think that would have been the kind of performance where you're like, I'm not supposed to consider this, but I'm human and recency bias dominates my brain. So,
I mean, that could also be said for the MVP award as well.
Nathan MacKinnon has 12 points in 5 playoff games.
for a defenseman, he's outscored what the Blues did in the entire first round.
No. Oh, no. St. Louis, what are you doing?
Golfing.
True. I mean, hey, got to work on that swing, you know? P.S. Couple days left. Sign up for our DNVR golf. You can win a free Breckenridge Brewery golf bag. It's kind of sick as hell.
It's awesome.
Not
And
gonna lie to
the
you.
league is going to be so much fun.
Dude, I'm like, legitimately, the other night at the bar, I was talking to AJ and was like, I'm so disappointed that the Avs are going to play too long that I can't sign up for the DNVR golf league.
Low key, me too. It would have been exactly the kind of thing I would have been
Straight
excited to go do with everybody. But instead, we're just covering a Stanley Cup run.
I guess we cover an okay team.
Gosh darn it.
Look, obviously on the Avs side of this one, there's not really much to say.
Well, this was perfect storm. This is the best game that they're going to play.
Yeah.
This is what makes them as scary as they are. Like on Vegas' side, you're like, oh well, Mark Stone could have a great game, and like Fleury could go off and just be a brick wall, and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Talk yourself into whatever you want. But with Colorado, you're just like, well, Cale Makar exists.
So many.
And then you're
weapons.
like, oh wow, all right, we'll take away Cale Makar. All right, Nathan MacKinnon exists.
Yep.
All right, well, this now we officially have a huge problem.
Oh, we've shut down both those guys. Rantanen still exists.
Oh, Mikko Rantanen, who by the way is like 7th all time in playoff points per game now. Oh, that guy still exists. Well,
look, as I
we
look
took
at
him down. Oh, Sod still exists.
yeah, a guy with multiple Stanley Cups who just scores in every game.
as I look at RK's shirt, every single player on the three-headed monster scored a goal tonight.
What are you wearing?
Three-headed monster.
Oh, there are people back there again.
They've always been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
No, they went downstairs for a little.
No, they've always been there. Trust
Okay.
me. In any case, all the three-headed monsters scored. You got a goal from Sod. You got ridiculous production from your defense. All of the top 4D produced a point tonight.
Yeah. Yo, Patrick Nemeth made one really nice play at the blue line. I got a DM about it. Somebody was like, somebody DM'd me and was like, Patrick Nemeth made a nice play at the blue line, and I was like, it's funny how on a team full of monsters, this is what I get a DM about.
He's been one step away from doing it though for the last few games, right? We've been talking
No,
about it.
I
He's made half of a good play.
I just thought it was really funny that like that's what we're taking away. Connor Timmins played really good defense without a stick.
Straight up. And that, I mean, that
fun
like
night.
that's a whole other conversation. Is like, we walked into the series like, oh yeah, Bone Pyram will get in at some point. You walk out of this game,
Well, it's
and
going to require the Avs to lose a
yeah,
game.
Bowen Byram isn't any closer. He might be further than he was at the start of this series from getting into the lineup.
I don't know about that. I think he's special. I think he cracks the lineup.
Yeah.
For game 2, you think?
Yeah,
he
but
gets
right. I mean, no. But
No.
for
Yeah.
right now, it's like, what are you gonna complain
obviously,
You're not gonna fix what's not broke,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Now,
about? Well, I mean, this is what I don't get though, is that they're waiting for something bad to happen, and then they're like, oh, well, we can make our lineup better if we put this guy in. Okay, well, instead of
Does he
waiting
make
for,
your lineup better or not?
waiting
Yeah.
for something bad to happen is stupid. Why don't you prevent the bad thing from happening in the first place by maximizing and optimizing the lineup that you have? You're doing it with Sampo Ranta and Alex Newhook.
Yeah.
You're letting your talent play over your bums.
Yeah.
So why don't you just do the same thing on defense?
that's got to be a
I
brutal
get it.
conversation.
Patrick Nemeth was really important to the one power play that they had to kill tonight. But what the hell? What are we doing here? But I don't need to get into the Byram thing again.
hold
they just
on.
won 7-1. I'm not going to get on the
No,
soapbox.
I do want to have one conversation here. Chat.
Isn't that what a podcast is?
Chat. It is just one long conversation, isn't it? Don't look at the penalty and power play statistics for the rest of this series.
Or only do it from game 2
Yeah,
on.
like ignore game 1. The Avs had a 9-minute power play thing.
Yeah, in a game that was already 6-1.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, though, because in the last series we were talking about that as well. It's like you can't look at that.
Well, yeah, because they scored 3 empty net goals on the power play. It was like NBC put up the graphic.
Yeah. You're like,
40+% power play, and you're like, all right, well, that's the greatest power play of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're winning the cup with that.
3 of those were empty nets. You're like, all right, well.
Avs were 7 for like
Look,
17, and
look,
it's like
still pretty
yeah,
good.
well, they were still 4 for 16.
Yeah, the power play tonight finished 1 for 6, and all of those power plays came after they'd already scored 4 goals.
Jesus. So, what do you even say to that? I mean,
That's what we're here for. Like, that's what people ask us.
I feel like we've talked it out though.
That's why
like,
we exist, is so we can answer
Oh,
what
no.
do we even
Yep.
say.
I'm failing at my job.
We say this was a fun night. This was dope. The Avs smashed game 1. There's still a lot of series left, but
Yep.
you don't feel bad about anything. Everything that you felt good about, you feel better about now. Everything that you felt bad about coming into the series, well, you kind of have to talk yourself into it because tonight was just one of those nights.
Would you go so far as to say?
Are we okay?
Would you go far as to say tonight they were vibing?
Sure. Sorry, Z.
Doesn't matter what they were doing. The bar was vibing tonight.
It was.
Yo, when
We
the
have more
bar,
super chats.
it's one thing for the bar to sing all the small things, but when the bar is blasting
Going
and the
off.
entire crowd, everybody in the bar is singing Whitney Houston together, you know that there's a certain vibe that's not going to be recreated at any of the other pretender-ass bars in this city.
The bar singing Whitney Houston is like AJ's moment.
And I gotta say, we had to cut the audio.
It was very like
we had to cut the audio because the game was starting, and the bar kept it
They
going.
just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Which is
didn't care.
the bar was like, we really don't need her for this part. we got this.
We do have more super chats.
Oh my Get him. Get him before we get out of here.
Okay.
VGK getting Braziled. I'll allow it.
He's Brazilian.
He is. It's true.
It's not his
Yeah.
favorite thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
You got the Broncos hat tonight?
Yeah,
all
old
right.
school
I
Broncos hat.
switched them every other day.
Yeah, I know.
I go Nuggets Broncos, Nuggets Broncos.
He's not
What happened
telling
in
the story.
Atlanta, AJ from Australia? It's going to cost more than $5, I suspect, to get that
afterthought.
answer.
let me just say, I was there with my best friend, and he was so tired that we went to IHOP at 3 a.m.
Oh, God.
And he completely unknowingly poured coffee all over his pancakes, thinking it was syrup, and then was like, "Fuck it," and ate it, and was like, "They weren't that bad," and like me being like pancakes being like one of my foods, it like hurts my heart to just watch this like destruction of a thing that I love as he just devours it, and I'm like, you ruined it, and then you still put it in your mouth. What's wrong with you?
As we go to our super chat that we have here, that sounds a lot like something a walrus would do.
Okay.
I'm just saying. For heck hole.
I can't. All these years later,
It's still going.
Okay. Oh, we already got that one.
Word on the
Jesus.
street. Oh, yeah, we
Nope,
got that
not
one.
doing
All right.
that again.
Let me buy y'all around after.
I still have writing to do.
Yeah,
and
next weekend we'll figure something out. But
definitely.
But if you're downstairs at the bar still, they'll say hello.
Friday.
they
Yo,
play
Game
Friday,
three.
right?
Actually,
Yeah.
Sunday, I'm going to need you guys to go a little hard. 'Cause
Sunday?
Sunday,
Yeah.
Sunday. What happens on Sunday, Al?
My actual birthday.
Oh, boy.
And
Zach O'Donnell is freaking out right
and
now.
it falls on an Avs game, and so we're gonna be here at the DMV bar.
All right.
I'll
watching
produce
the
it. You
game,
can sit in my
drinking
seat.
some.
Tequila only on Sunday. I got it. All right.
The
No
goal
way,
is
dude.
let's make the bar run out of tequila.
Tequila only on Sunday would be a great way to have this podcast start with me projectile vomit.
Oh God, just kidding.
So I will be abstaining.
Yeah,
but
no.
I will enjoy watching y'all attempt it.
No, I don't want you throwing up on the set. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
there you go.
We're gonna
But-
get all of Allie's deep thoughts on the Avs on Sunday.
I mean, my voice. I don't know if my voice is gonna survive. I'm going to the Nuggets game on Tuesday and the Avs game on Wednesday and my birthday on Sunday. My voice is already struggling, so it'll be an interesting one. Yes, the chat.
I see you
I had a
vibing over
feeling
there.
when I saw that it was gonna fall on my birthday. I was like, oh God, the chat. Thank you for the early birthdays, guys. Okay.
Save them for Sunday, chat.
Yep.
Save them for Sunday.
That's gonna be
Yes, a sweep for Allie's B-Day would be nice. I
Oh
would
my
freaking
gosh.
Let's not get
love
crazy.
That will
that.
be game 4. That'll be.
It would be game.
If the Avs sweep, AJ has to do the tequila challenge.
I don't know what that means.
I will be turning 26. Someone asked.
Oh, so young.
I remember
It's not that young.
I remember that
Is
20
it?
years ago.
Oh.
26 was right before I started to figure my life out.
Honestly, pretty true.
I love
can't deny that.
Casamigos.
It was really. I think 28 was really when the light bulb went off. And,
Dude, you're preaching to the choir right now.
yeah, as the dude about to turn 30, I was in the last couple of years
straight
of your
up,
life.
Shit's gotten figured out lately.
They've been all right.
Yeah, doing okay.
But yeah, chat. I don't know if I will be working. I might have Kale work, but I will
She'll
pop
be
on
at
to
the
say
bar.
hello.
Don't worry. Yeah.
But I will be downstairs.
I don't know. We could get a super producer, RK.
That's
No.
true.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready.
I love, dude. Who doesn't love a super chat?
The superest of super chats.
Yes, right. Yeah, 72 font, baby.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, chat. We appreciate all the super chats, but save the rest of them. Go buy yourself a La Tornade shirt. The thing is
Totally
beautiful.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's been on our podcast this
it's
whole
right to the
time,
left.
right in the bottom corner there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Sunday.
It is.
Yep.
Kids tickets just $2. Sunday.
All right.
What?
We are going 1 hour and 7 minutes.
In any case,
And we finish with tacos.
I hope all
with an
of you
apostrophe.
are vibing to tacos on your Sunday night with Memorial Day weekend.
Oh my god.
Live the dream, chat. 7 to 1.
Hold on. Keep talking real quick. Someone
gonna
said there's
keep
a super
talking.
chat I didn't see.
Allie missed the super chat.
Wait.
Blame the producer.
I thought I saw everything.
Oh, now she's got to keep going. We're on the struggle bus now.
Buddy, I've been there all week.
Amen, brother. Amen to
Okay,
that.
keep stalling. You guys are good at that.
What?
What was your favorite goal from tonight?
No. I mean, it was the tic-tac-toe.
Really? Mine was Makar's.
Sexual. That was great too.
Because
Mine was Makar to Landy.
Oh, see, mine, no.
no, I mean,
Makar to Landy.
Miko does that
Sorry,
every other month.
That's
Like,
not even
yeah.
Nico's best backhanded
Yeah,
goal of
straight
the
up.
season. So, girl, please.
My question is, best blowout in Avalanche playoff history. This has got to be up there.
It's the second round.
Yeah,
Do you remember the '96 Cup Finals?
I remember.
Florida, baby. Over there.
So no,
But
it would not be.
top 3,
Yeah.
top 5.
Sure.
What's in
What
the
do-
t-
what do we watch Mojo? Or are we just making a list?
Yeah,
for the
that's
fucking sake of
exactly
it?
what we are.
Okay.
Straight up, my off-season content is top 5 Miko backhands of his career so far. Like,
That's the shit that you have to do when you're in August. That's survival in content creation business. It's not something you do right after a 7-1 win on
you right.
in the postseason.
You right.
No, definitely. I mean, let's say this: of the 3 7-1 playoff victories in the last 2 years, It's certainly the most
It's
impressive.
better than the Arizona one.
Yeah, it's
sure.
better than both of the Arizona ones.
Especially
can't
the hype
find
coming
it.
into this, right?
Yeah, like this is like the series, the entire
Yeah.
NHL. Like Carolina, Tampa Bay was a perfect like appetizer, right? And this was the whole world, the whole hockey world is watching this game tonight, and you could tell because everybody started tweeting all of the same adult language about Nathan McKinnon.
I think it was a fake one. So Kristen then said, I think maybe it was a fake one.
Chat, y'all baited Allie.
Because
Unacceptable.
I can't find. Well, I found
Why do
two
we have
that I'm
fake
not
super
sure
chats?
if we played.
That's easy. You just
Oh.
type super chat.
No,
in
I
all
said
caps.
why.
Oh, I mean, our chat has done worse than
What's
that.
the point?
Oh,
The attention seeking? I don't know.
a ghost.
Anyway,
A
there's a
ghost of our
super.
hippo
Oh yeah, the
character.
ghost hippo. We talked about this for
Okay,
sure. Yeah.
so yeah, I really. So they light up on my screen, so that's why.
Look, chat. If we missed your super chat, we're deeply sorry and we love you.
so
But
it was
like,
about asking in goal.
Go Habs.
oh my goodness.
Okay, this
Did
was it.
Niska give up 7 this year? Anyone? No. He died.
No, that's because he got pulled after he gave up 4 in the first period against Anaheim, and he never played again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Luke.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the thing. It was they could have mercy pulled Leonard.
They
just
coulda.
like Miska got mercy pulled that game. It didn't happen. He had to wear this one.
Okay, one last one.
Yo, we really got like 4 inches of rain today. Holy shit.
All right, last one. Does Vegas have a chance? End with it. End with
Yo,
bang.
see, she's not next to the other lady. She's still cute.
What?
Nah, she not as good. She not as good.
Excuse me. Answer the super chat. So
Yeah,
we can get out of here.
we're getting
Sorry.
there. Next,
No, this
yes.
no.
No,
Of
no,
course.
we're there.
I'm
next,
turning the TV up.
Next to the weather lady, Vegas ugly as shit.
Okay.
True.
All right.
That's the most inside joke ever.
True.
And no, they don't have a chance.
Yeah, they have a
Sorry
chance.
about
No,
that.
they don't.
Vegas is still very good.
Okay.
They just need one of Colorado's multiple superstars to not be a superstar. And they need Philip Grubauer in the midst of a legacy-defining season.
I wouldn't even
to fall apart.
Yeah, I wouldn't say just one.
So
of the
they have a
superstars.
chance. Like hockey is the most random of all the sports.
Yeah.
Things can happen. You always have a chance, especially in a best of 7.
Yeah.
But
They still don't have a chance.
it's just it's just not a great
Touch
chance.
wood.
Touch wood right now. Thank you.
Okay. Are we
Awkward
done?
silence.
Does that
I'm
mean
good
we're
with that.
good? Should I
Well, when
end
somebody
the
tells you
show?
to touch wood.
Live action of Vegas right now is
How
awkward
long have we been
silence.
live?
Like, well over an
An
hour.
hour 12.
Yeah.
An hour 12. Yeah, the kale touching wood hasn't started yet.
Oh my god. Say bye. Say bye.
48 minutes.
All
Say
right,
bye.
chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Look, when the Avs go 7-1, we're gonna party. Like it's just what it is.
Yeah.
We
We've always talked
appreciate
about
you.
it. It's the covering a
Yo,
blowout was the hardest.
Hold,
thing to
hold,
do.
hold up. Do we have 800 live viewers right now?
Yeah, yes. And we had around 1,000 the entire show.
Wow, let's go.
All right, chat. I see you.
Vegas, a bunch of masochists.
I guess. Damn. Look, you can't expect any better out of the Avs in Game 1.
That was a smoke show, man.
Absolutely. No better way to put it. You have to feel good about the rest of the series, but they have to play it out. We'll be here all series long. We'll be live Monday and Tuesday, even without Avs games, coming at you with content from whether it be around the league or Avalanche news, or
Yeah.
just buy a La Tornade shirt. Just do that because those shirts are dope. Straight up. Avs are good at hockey.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube. If there's been 800 of you in here, I know half y'all ain't subscribed at least. So come on. Give us a little love over here.
At least a like button. Love.
At least a like button, love. He's saying over here. We appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you so much for all the super chats tonight. Y'all have been amazing. Hope y'all enjoyed the game. Hope y'all enjoyed our post game. Again, we'll be back Monday at 1 p.m. to talk to y'all about something. Probably Manscaped reads. Until next time, we will talk to y'all tomorrow.
Go ahead.